This is the BBC Home Service.
A lot of people's wondering, what is the blues? I hear a lot of people saying the blues. But I'm going to tell you what the blues is. When you ain't got no money, you got the blues. When you ain't got no money to pay your house rent, you still got the blues. A lot of people holler about, I don't like no blues, but when you ain't got no money and can't pay your house rent and can't buy you no food, you damn sure got the blues.
Hey man, that's cool.
For 5 days I've been trying to get in touch with my baby, trying to get out and cut out this jive. I asked her to send me to the doctor, but no doctor seemed to do me no good. Well, I asked her to send me to the doctor, and all the doctors haven't done me no good. So I either got to find my baby or move out of this neighborhood. Everything, man, will be alright. Wow, she asked me to wait until tomorrow, and she said everything will be alright. But if you ain't got nothing else to worry about, just come around home tomorrow night.
I really like that.
Yeah, me too. Well, we had Chester Burnett's explanation of the blues, followed by his brother-in-law Sonny Boy Williamson's parody of him, Like Wolf, opening up this, the 100th edition of Down Home with me, Howlin' Dick. And in order to mark this auspicious milestone, I recorded a session and interview with none other than Ian Siegal, a no-mean parody of Wolf himself. Now, if you don't listen to this show regularly, or you've been living in a cave for the last few years, Ian has, amongst other glittering moments of a career, been a 5 times winner of the British Blues Vocalist Award, and last year he got Blues Album of the Year for his Albert Hall set Man and Guitar. That was from the prestigious UK magazine Mojo. He's won a ton of other blues awards as well, but as you will hear, his tastes and talents go far beyond the 12 bar. He's an amazing songwriter and, for my money, the top roots troubadour working the live circuit in Europe today. We managed to meet up at the Snake Pit Studios in London, along with the great Barry Marshall Everett at the controls, and we discussed all sorts of things, including the state of the blues today, his musical heroes, his influences, his guitars, and even his tattoos. Not only all this, but he picked today's playlist with exquisite taste and threw in a couple of live numbers as well, which I know you're going to enjoy. So if you know his work, the obvious place to start with was Wolf's voice, and I questioned Ian on the similarity in their voices. Was it intentional?
Well, I affect a similarity, just like Sonny Boy was then, just like Taj Mahal does now and again. And Wolf's voice was affected. If you listen to some of his recordings, he doesn't do that. He sings in his natural voice. It's like a vocal effect. I think his became that eventually. But his earlier recordings, he doesn't really sing quite that way. And he's basically copying Charlie Patton, you know, who was his sort of mentor. So, yeah, it's a vocal effect. It's kind of a singing from the throat. And, I wear that influence very proudly, you know.
Do you work on that?
No.
No, it just comes natural.
Well, it's I always, some people have one voice, and that's their very distinctive voice. Now, if you think of someone like, say, Taj is a good example. Mick Jagger is the perfect example. He uses it like an instrument.
Well, poor boy took as far as red, started down the road. Took all he had, started down the road. Going out in this world, well, God only knows. And that'll be the way to get along. Well, poor boy, all he had, family come in their land. And all he had, family come in their land. I believe I'll go behind me to some man.
So it's just a different approach, and sort of copying Wolf's voice is one of my little tricks, you know. But then, other times I might be trying to channel someone else, or it's just purely me, or whatever.
Yeah, him or George Jones.
Well, I wish I could sing like George Jones. It's funny, the number of old blues and gospel guys that I've been lucky enough to hang out with, and whenever the influences, who's the greatest sort of singer, has come up in conversation. I remember talking to Jimmy Carter, not the former president, but the lead singer of the Five Blind Boys, and we hung out all evening actually. And George Jones was one of his favourites of all time, And it's quite often you find black artists who very much, vocalists particularly, that appreciate George Jones above all others.
I can hardly bear the sight of lipstick on the cigarettes there in the ashtray. Lying cold the way you left them, at least your lips caressed them while you passed.
And a lip print on a half-filled cup of coffee that you poured and didn't drink. But at least you thought you wanted it. That's so much more than I can say for me. But what a good year for the roses. Many blooms still linger there. The lawn could stand another mowing. It's funny, I don't even care.
When you turned and walked away, and as the door behind you closes,
the only thing I know to say, it's been a good year for the roses.
Yeah, Ian picked all the records on today's show, and it's Ian Siegal versus the Blues Police here, because you'll be very surprised at some of them. Not Barry, though. You're a big Jones fan, aren't you?
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
You'll never take me alive.
He makes me cry.
Lots of things make you cry, Barry.
Yeah, lack of beer.
We touched on Charlie Patton.
Yes.
Should we touch on him a little bit more?
Absolutely. One of my, for me, the greatest ever. Certainly one of the most influential. You think about who he mentored. I mentioned Wolf, Son House, Robert Johnson, all sort of sat at his feet and learned from him. He was quite something as a man and as a musician. I can't think of anyone who's better than him as a guitar player to this day. It's quite incredible what he does. I try and do a couple of his songs, but it's a very weak, watered down version of Patton. What he does is beyond me.
And you've been close sort of to him through Jimbo.
Well, touring with Jimbo Mathis is a lot of stories came out. I mean, it was at least a week into the tour. He'd given me this beautiful pendant that he made with the portrait of Charlie Patton on it, and it's a lovely thing. And a week later, he said, "Oh yeah, you know, my nanny when I was growing up was Charlie Patton's only daughter. It was Miss Rosetta Patton Brown, who only died a couple of months ago, and I think in her 90s. Yeah, he just hadn't mentioned that up till that point. You know, that I'd tell people that before I said hello.
Yeah. What are we going to hear?
I think it's hard to pick one, but I chose Down the Dirt Road Blues, probably the first Patton song I ever learned to play on guitar. Still can't do it properly, but... You know.
I went away to Walana. I went away to Walana. But I want me one Lord. I had something to try to keep it here. I had something to try to keep it here. Lord, I got something fine that does well. I feel like chopping to blind everywhere. I feel like chopping to blind everywhere. I've been to the nation, Lord, but I couldn't stay there. Some people see them, oh, the blue day bad. My God, they are. Some people say them, oh, the blue day bad. What's the matter with them? It was not this time, oh, the blues I have. Every day seems like when I hear. Every day seems like when I hear. Wally Lamar, I know you don't belong here. Can't go down it, dark road by myself. Can't go down it, dark road by myself. My God, who you gonna get? I don't care mine, gonna carry me someone love.
We'll get together now, darling.